Hello, and welcome to Chapter 2, Planning Business Messages, Sections 3 and 4. Section 3 is Analyzing and Anticipating the Audience, and Section 4 is Using Expert Writing Techniques to Adapt to Your Audience. As you begin to compose a workplace message, you need to ask yourself two important questions. First, why are you sending this message? And second, what do you hope to achieve? Your responses will determine how you organize and present your information. And this is still a part of that pre-writing process. Profiling your audience is a pivotal step in the writing process. No matter how short your message, you need to spend some time thinking about the audience so that you can tailor your words to your readers. Remember that they will be thinking, "What's in it for me?" or WIIFM. This is one of the most important writing tips you can take away from this lesson, and that is recognizing that every message that you write should begin with the notion that your audience is thinking, "What's in it for me?" Now, a key component of this chapter and this lesson deals with the levels of richness in communication channels. Richness is the extent to which the channel recreates or represents all the information available in the original message. The list you see on the board is from richest, or giving all the original information, both in many cases, both visual and auditory clues, spoken and unspoken, verbal and nonverbal communication, posture, for the richest, down to the leanest, where you have to really struggle to figure out the speaker, the sender's intent. So they are in order as follows. Face-to-face conversation is the absolute richest, followed by telephone conversations, video chats, emails, instant messages, letters, memos, and memos are starting to be obsolete. Email has pretty much replaced memo in most workplaces. Blogs, reports, and wikis. Now, in order to adapt a message to your audience, you need to spotlight the benefits, that what's in it for me. You need to show empathy for your audience. In other words, you need to put yourself in that person's shoes and adapting your message to the receiver, the audience's needs. Let's look at a few examples of taking it from sender focus to audience focus. Instead of saying, "All employees are instructed herewith to fill out the enclosed questionnaire so that we can allocate our training funds for employees." Again, it's all about the sender. You need to instead say, "By filling out the enclosed questionnaire, you can be one of the first employees to sign up for our training funds." Make it focused so that the audience can see what's in it for them. That idea of WIIFM is going to follow us throughout this chapter. Instead of saying, "Our warranty becomes effective only when we receive an owner's registration," instead say, "Your warranty begins working for you as soon as you return your owner's registration." And speaking of the word "you," another important thing is to develop the "you" view. You emphasize the second person pronouns. You direct it to your audience, and you concentrate on audience benefits. And the catchiest words and all of that become you, your, and yours. In other words, changing it from "We are requiring all employees to respond to the attached survey about health benefits" to "Because your ideas count, please complete the attached survey about health benefits." It's giving the audience the voice, giving them power over what they're being told. And then, I need your account number before I can do anything, should become, please give me your account number so that I can locate your records and help you solve this problem. Whether your goal is to inform, persuade, or promote goodwill, again, those catchiest words you can use are your, you, and yours. Through all of this, you still want to sound conversational, yet professional. You want to convey a warm, friendly tone that sounds professional. Although some writers are too casual, others are overly formal. So let's look at some examples. We have text speak under unprofessional. I don't even want to attempt to read it, but I'm going to. Hey boss, great news! Firewall now installed! Exclamation point, exclamation point. BTW, check with me before announcing it. Instead, what should have been said and written is, Mr. Smith, our new firewall software is now installed. Please check with me before announcing it. But then you run the risk of being overly formal. Our employees are herewith instructed to return the appropriately designated contracts to the undersigned. The audience is lost after the first 3 words. Instead, in hopes to be conversational, you should say, please return your contracts to me. Short, sweet, concise, economical, good business writing. And through this, we have levels of diction. We have the unprofessional level of diction. Notice those words like bad mouth, guts, pecking order, ticked off, rat on, rip off. If we just hang in there, we'll snag the contract. To the conversational. And the conversational is really what we want to focus on, that middle column. Instead of bad mouth, criticize. Instead of guts, nerve. You don't have the guts, you don't have the nerve. Instead of pecking order, change it to line of command. And instead of ticked off, change it to upset. Rat on becomes inform. Rip off becomes steal. And instead of hanging in there, you can say, if we don't get discouraged, we'll win the contract. And then that other option, that super formal option with words like denigrate, courage, dominance, hierarchy, provoked, betray, expropriate. If you use words like that, you sound pompous and pretentious to your audience. First of all, you sound like you're talking down to them, or actually talking above them and trying to make them purposefully not be able to understand what's going on. So now, for your independent practice, you need to complete the Google Doc 2.3-2.4. If any time remains before time is called or the end of the class, you need to work on your research project or read section 2.5. If you don't finish before the time is called, it will be for homework.